Today we're going to go through 10 common medical school secondary application prompts. Let's get started. So before we get started, I want to tell you guys about an extremely helpful company for pre-meds called Motivate MD. Motivate MD is a company created by a medical student, now physician, geared towards helping pre-med students with essay editing, application planning, mock interviews, and more. They actually hire medical students, physicians, and admission committee members to review and help your essays. So you are having your essays reviewed by people who have actually been accepted in medical school and know what the outcomes are looking for. They had personal statements, activity essays, and even secondary essays, which is what we're talking about in today's video. Not only that, but their services are extremely affordable, with at least 2 diverse editors and at least 3 edits. Furthermore, they have an awesome pre-med app to keep track of your progress along the way and monitor your stats and goals, including GPA, MCAT, experiences, required courses, letters of rec, personal statement, and everything else you need to build your application during the years leading up to applying. They even have a Motivate MD planner based on focusing, reflection, and motivation for those dedicated to succeeding in the medical field. And I know I'm definitely going to be using mine when I start medical school this summer. I really wish I had known about Motivate MD when I was working on my application. So check out Motivate MD and make sure to use my coupon code Sean20 for 20% off. Now let's get back to the video. So like I said, we're going to cover like 10 common medical school secondary application prompts. Now, what happened was while I was doing my secondary applications, I did like 33 of them. I started noticing a lot of like the same topics were coming up, such that I actually started just kind of like copying pasting things from like one medical school secondary to like another, and then I would just change a few details. So that's why I thought it'd be really cool to make a video so you guys can start preparing now and start kind of like, you know, getting to thinking and maybe kind of planning on what you guys are going to say for these very common application prompts. And then you guys can be a lot more prepared when you start your secondaries. I'm also gonna have all these listed in the description below. Secondary applications are actually pretty short. They range from like 250 to like 1,000 words. And it's kind of hard to get your ideas in such a short amount of space, but it's also kind of nice because you don't really need to waste time with fluffing and you can kind of just get straight to the point. Now, the first one on my list is why our school, or how will our school help you achieve your goals? Now, when you're applying to a school, they're gonna wonder why their school is right for you and why you're applying for their school. So what I recommend doing is making sure that when you write this essay, you specifically quote something from their website. Maybe they have like a student outreach clinic, or maybe they have some sort of community involvement, or some sort of like specialty program in their school. Make sure you quote these and you cite these in that essay, because then it tells them you actually have looked at their website, you know a little bit about their school, and you have a good reason for applying. Number 2, and this is specific to if you're gonna apply to DO schools, why osteopathic medicine? Most of the DO schools I applied to asked why osteopathic medicine versus allopathic medicine. If you're gonna apply to osteopathic medical schools over allopathic, you definitely wanna specify why. Maybe you had a really good experience with the DO, or maybe you specifically want to learn like OMMs. You definitely want to be ready to talk about this in your essays. Number 3, this is the infamous adversity essay, or talk about a time where you had to overcome a significant adversity or a challenge. This is a perfect time to tell them about some of the obstacles you've had to overcome throughout your life. And following up with number 4, this is the diversity essay. A lot of schools are committed to diversity and making sure that their class is very diverse and comes from different backgrounds and can become, you know, a very diverse set of doctors once they graduate. So you want to be ready to tell schools, what are you going to bring to the table that makes you different from every other person applying? You know, the reality is we're all different, and that's what makes medicine so cool, and that's what's going to make us all successful doctors, is that we all have something to bring to the table, we all have something different experiences, and we're going to connect with different people. Number 5 is there any other information you want the adcoms to know? This is the time to talk about anything that you feel like you didn't get to touch on in your personal statement or even your primary application that you think is really important for the adcoms to know about you. Number 6, talk about a time where you had to show leadership or work in a team. You're going to work with a lot of different physicians and people from different fields. They want to know that you have the capacity to work in a team, but also make sure that you can show leadership and show an example to other people. Number 7, talk about a time that you made an impact in your community. Now, as doctors, the community that we work in is going to be very special to us. We're going to be treating those patients, and it's important that we don't just serve as doctors, but we also serve as leaders in our community, and we speak up for people and we help out wherever we can. Number 8, how do you cope with stress? Now, they know that medical school is going to be stressful, and they want to make sure that their students are ready to go through the entire thing and that they have developed their mechanisms for coping with stress along the way. Number 9 is describing the elements of your application that might be concerning to the admissions committee. Now, this is the time to talk about anything that you think might look bad. For example, for me, I got an F in a math class really early in college, and this was a perfect opportunity for me to elaborate on why I think that I had gotten that grade and why I think that I have gotten better and grown since then. Number 10 is, what is your greatest non-academic achievement? Now, they know you have many academic achievements if you've applied to medical school, but they want to know, what have you done in your life that is so special to you, that you hold so dearly to your heart? So yeah, those are 10 common secondary application prompts. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what to start thinking about as you guys go into your secondaries, or even if you're a little bit away from applying, just start thinking about what is important to these adcoms and what are they looking for when you're writing these secondary applications. I definitely recommend pre-writing them and just getting started. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys need any help with editing, make sure to check out Motivate MD. It's an awesome company. It helps both medical students and pre-meds. It's just a really awesome idea, and I really wish that I had known about it when I was doing my essays. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.